Hi, welcome to Finding the Word. I am Melanie Brown, and the word today is false. But before I start on the word, just want to update that this trip has been wonderful from start to finish. We are flying out this morning and this afternoon. And from the beginning, when I came into Columbus and enjoyed friends and spent time with my father and celebrated Lewis's birthday, and then had a great trip over to Philadelphia, wonderful eatery, went on a great tour of the city, went to the marketplace and just enjoyed ourselves here, and then went over for our class reunion yesterday, had great fellowship and a wonderful time and a nice party and stuff last night, award ceremonies and all of that. I also was able to complete my continuing education credits, which was looming over me for this whole trip, and it had to be done by today, but it was done, all updated. I am in good standing with my license, so all is well. But here in the Airbnb that we are staying in, they had advertised pictures. They show you pictures, and this is part of the selection process to see what's going on in the house and how it's set up and the layout, which is important for us because we enjoy a place where it's comfortable to sit and talk and things like that. And they had a nice rooftop area with a little table and couches and lighting and things at night, and it looked really inviting. So we were like, let's go with that because that's going to be where we can sip our drinks and sit up on the roof and have a good time. Well, when we got here, that was not what it looked like, and it was not prepared. There were no cushions on the couch. It was just night and day to what was advertised. And then the coffee maker that was supposed to be there, they have 3 different coffee makers. Not one of them was working. So we got up in the morning, and when you're used to your cup of coffee, even if it's not, I'm not addicted to coffee. I can go without. I don't have jitters or anything, but it is just a part of the relaxation of the morning, part of the process of getting ready, and no coffee. And so we did not get any response either after the first time that we were getting laundry out of the dryer. And things that have been left, sheets and towels. And so there was a bit of an issue with the housekeeping, no questions. And we reached out and let her know there was, but then we never heard back. Never got the couch cushions or anything. And so Yomara was commenting on the fact that it was false advertising. They had falsely advertised that we could go relax up there and how inviting it was, and it was not true. And so it got me to thinking about the fact that we don't want to present ourselves as if we are a certain way or that we want to talk about being followers of Christ and things, but when really we are not what we are saying that we are, or what it looks to be is not always what it is, and we can be false. And so that word false took me to 1 John 4 verse 1. And I'm going to read just a few, I think to 1 through 3. Dear friends, do not believe everyone who claims to speak by the Spirit. You must test them to see if the Spirit they have comes from God, for there are many false prophets in the world. This is how we know if they have the Spirit of God. If a person claiming to be a prophet acknowledges that Jesus Christ came in a real body, that person has the Spirit of God. But if someone claims to be a prophet and does not acknowledge the truth about Jesus, that person is not from God. Such a person has the spirit of the Antichrist, which you heard is coming into the world and indeed is already here. So in this time, it's important to know that people will claim to be speaking by the Spirit, but what Spirit? And that you have to be able, like they said, to know, do you believe in Jesus Christ, that he came in the flesh, that he dwells among us? And then if not, they are against Christ. They are anti-Christ. And so we have to be careful when people are speaking to us and into our lives and on things, that we know that they truly have not just any spirit, and definitely not the anti-Christ spirit, but the spirit of the true and living God, that believe in Jesus Christ. And so that's always something, I mean, that's always a good reminder. And meanwhile, I'm not sure exactly how we're going to deal with it. We do need to mention to her this review would not be as good a review as some of the other ones. We did not get good service and hospitality. That's also a word that we need to make sure that whatever services we provide, whatever things we do, remember we are supposed to do them as unto the Lord. We're supposed to bring excellence to whatever it is that we are doing. So if it's an Airbnb, then we need to see to it that the care is given, that we are representing things correctly, and that if there is an issue, we quickly follow up and we quickly make it right, that we don't just ignore it and go on when we are supposed to be providing a service and have stated that we are doing things a certain way. Well, I am preparing to go home. I'm very excited about it. And this is, even though it's been a wonderful time, I'm still ready to go home and get back to life. And I miss everybody. I always miss everyone when I'm gone. After it gets over about 5 days or so, it especially gets to be really like, okay, I need to see my babies, need to get back to my wonderful husband and life. So don't forget to find the word, and I will see you tomorrow.